Okay, so this is our team call, September 3rd. And um, I want to start by just saying we just kind of left a season of pushing in our business. It was the end of the third Beachbody quarter. And we just finished our Diamond Push group for our retreat coming up in October, which is super exciting. And I want to reiterate to everyone, to our team, that Diamond is just a rank. Diamond and Success Club points, again, are just points. If you are a Diamond, if your rank is a Diamond coach and you're not actually helping people every month, I could care less. If you're hitting Success Club 20, but you're not actually impacting those 10 people that those points represent, I don't care. So I know that a lot of times it can seem like we focus a lot on a rank or a number or hitting these milestones, but I think I speak for myself I know I speak for myself, obviously. I speak for myself and the rest of, the leadership on our team, the Star Diamond and Diamond leaders, when I say that it's just a number, it's just a rank, and if your heart is not behind it, if you aren't actually doing your job as a coach, those numbers and those ranks mean nothing, and they won't be lasting. So all that to say that we just left a season of push, which is super fun, but it can be a lot of focus on points and rank because you are in a season to push to that big goal that you had or that you set, whether it's Emerald, whether it's Diamond, whether it's Star Diamond, whatever it is, that goal that you set for yourself. And so I want to refocus us in case maybe you lost focus, or maybe we just need a reminder, or maybe we just need a team, what am I trying to say? A team, not bonding, movement? I don't know.
Morale.
Yes, morale of bringing it back to why we're here, why we do what we do, why we want to push to the next rank, why we want to build our own team, why you want to build a team of coaches, why you want to have a challenge group, all those things. Why do we do this? Is it about making money? Is it about achieving your next goal? No. And so on this team call, I'm just going to open it up to y'all. I want us to just share how Beachbody has and how this community has changed your life, and or if you have challenger testimonials that you want to share of how, because of your coaching, because of the groups that we run as a team, how that has impacted somebody else that you've been able to watch. So let's do it. Who's got something to share? Just unmute yourself and go for it. Okay, I'll go first. Beachbody, y'all have heard my story a million times, so I won't, go into it. But for me personally, Beachbody gives me something else, something outside of just being a mom. I never planned to go back to work, so it's not like I needed this income. And it's just something that kind of is a hobby for me, and as a hobby has grown into so much more over 3.5 years, obviously. Look how big our team is, and look at the crazy things that we're doing as a team. So for me, it's just given me a purpose and kind of an outlet where I can still fuel my heart and my passion, even though I don't have to go to work. I don't have to leave my kids to do that.
Okay, I'll go next. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, mine is something that I like literally would never have ever put two and two together, but I was approached to coach by other people, and for some reason I was drawn to this team. I mean, duh, obviously. And I think looking back now, it helped, like, you ladies on this team have helped me. My heart's like pounding so fast. I don't know why. Find like the Lord and find Jesus and just like rediscover my faith. And I'm not gonna cry. My husband and I are going through like fertility struggles right now, and I just know that if I didn't have like you ladies and like all these new friends and like women who are just so like inspiring and empowering, that I would literally be, I don't even know. I don't even want to think about where I would be or what I would do every single day, like just struggling to smile and like have a reason to keep going. And I just know that God, oh my God, I can't believe I'm crying so much. I just know that He, like Mary Catherine found me for a reason, and He was brought back to my life. And now it just like everything just makes so much sense. And like I said, I would never put those two things together, but I am so thankful. So that's how it's changed my life.
Somebody else is just going to have to go.
I can go.
I guess so.
I don't know how to like follow that up. So sorry, I kind of delayed this because I'm doing my fantasy football draft right now too. So now I'm crying doing my fantasy draft and listening to this team call. But for me, Beachbody has been kind of something that has ignited my passion. So I always worked really hard for my career, and I thought that like that's who I was, that was it. And then Mary Catherine reached out to me on Instagram, and I was one of those people that like thought this was super weird. Really, I planned on getting the Shakeology like 1 month and then being like, oh yeah, thanks. No, it didn't really work out. And just like everybody else, I ended up loving it. But the real change that's brought about in my life is how much more confident I am just in myself. I mean, I know that I'm an awkward weirdo, and that used to really bother me, especially around other girls. I would get very, very intimidated. And so I hung out with guys in college because I was like, they won't talk about me behind my back about like how weird I am. And being on this team and with this group, it's like I can be my weird dancing while I'm working out self, and kind of we just embrace each other for that. And I wish that I would have realized that a long time ago, because I think that I would have a lot more girlfriends, you know, that I could have gone to college with and things like that I never had. So for me, I appreciate this because it's made me more confident in who I am as a person, but also in being friends with other people.
Okay, I guess I'll go. Can y'all hear me? Anyone? Yeah? Okay. Wait. So I a little bit different from MK. I was working, and then I started staying home with my kids after I had them, and then my husband lost his job, and just Spindle, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna start crying. My husband lost his job, and things got really hard, and he got really depressed. And this past year has been a super, well, I guess not a year and a half, has been a super struggle. And I have been using the Beachbody programs for a while, and then happened to move back home where I grew up, and my sister actually knew MK. And so I connected with her, and my previous coach had asked if I was interested in coaching, and I was like, no, not my thing. And just something about MK and the team, it like clicked, and it took me back to a place. I was a drill team director and dance all my life, and it just like gave me this newfound like thing for myself that I could invest my passion for health and fitness into other people in a new way, and hopefully bring in some money to help with the family. And so that's been really wonderful. And I mean, yeah, I've gotten into pretty awesome shape, I think so. And not only physically, but man, the personal development that comes with this job has been really, really super incredible and a true blessing. And so I thank y'all for being a team that welcomed me in and are continuing to push me to change other people's lives and hopefully grow into something that is financially stable, as well as always just like heartwarming and awesome. I mean, the fact that literally my mom has been struggling to lose weight for years and has finally now almost I mean, she has 2 days left of her 8-week program of Lift 4, and she's never completed anything like that. She's lost 8.5 inches and like a good decent amount of weight, and is just changing her body, and she's set. And not only her, but other girls in my challenge group are just rocking their journey, and that's really exciting. So thank y'all.
Okay, I guess I'll go. This is kind of hard because I feel like there's so much that Beachbody has and coaching has done for me, but I'll say, I guess, first off, as I have struggled my whole life with like different eating issues and anxiety and depression, and just like I literally thought I could not be at a healthy weight, like the healthy way. Like I thought I was like totally incapable, right? Like it wasn't possible for me. And so that kind of just took me through a lot of like dark places. And then so after I had my first baby, I was like, okay, I have to, be healthy for the baby, and, I can't like not eat. And it was like a very like, okay, I got to do this the right way. And I was struggling a lot, and super frustrated. And that's when I met MK, and I tried to join, I joined into her group, and I was still the worst challenger in the world, and I didn't do anything. And it took me months, but the thing is, I started watching her. So I always think about this too. So I started watching her, and like the things that she would say, I would like end up repeating in my head. You know what I mean? Like never miss a Monday, or like, I mean, that's like a very baseline thing, but just the way that she would think. And so it started kind of like clicking, and I was like, oh. And then kind of being in more challenges and hearing people like doing it, and the things that they were saying that they were overcoming, and I was like, oh, I can do this. Maybe I can do this. So still struggling. And then I decided to start coaching, because I was like, I need something in my life where I'm like not focusing on me, because when I focus on me, I tear myself apart. I get really depressed, and I just am my own worst enemy. Like I'm like, I'm doing all this wrong, and I'm terrible at this, and I can't get my life together, and I know what I need to do, and I can't do it. And I just like crumble. And so coaching was kind of that thing where it's like, I focus outward on helping other people. And that motivation to show up for other people is what helps me stay like healthy inside and outside. Like that's like the coolest part. And I always say, like I would get frustrated and stop showing up for myself all the time, right? Because I did that my whole life. But I'm not going to stop showing up for the people that trusted me with their journey, and who I get to do this with, and who I've seen have success with this. And, I just love getting to be a part of it. So I guess that's the biggest thing. And I will say I was in case y'all are that person, I was that person that was like terrified to tell people that I was a Beachbody coach. Like it felt weird and I didn't want to be that girl. And I was like, I don't want people to think that I just want to like sell them something because I don't. And I just want to do this for me or build me or whatever. And so that was a really big fear that held me back for a really long time. I mean, for like a year, I was coaching, but I wasn't really like talking about what I was doing as a coach because I was so nervous about it. And so just seeing it in not the way that I see it now. And so focusing on all of these things that we're sharing of why it's helped us. I mean, I think about the other people out there, like, is there another Leanne out there who could like, this could help her like save her life basically. So why would I not like share that and want that for somebody else? So that's my long answer.
And I just want to piggyback off of that, what Leanne said, like, Leanne said that she would hear me say things and like that would repeat in her head. But like that was the same for me too. So like when I joined a challenge group, I was in a totally not healthy mindset around food, around counting calories and all of that, just like nutritionally, and I just wasn't in a good spot. And so being in that community where I did hear other people say like, things that they loved about themselves, or like loving your body and yourself where you're at, instead of like, oh, when I lose 10 pounds, then I'll be happy, like that, those kind of things, like that didn't naturally like ooze out of me. Like it was being surrounded, like what Leanne said, like she would hear me say it and repeat it, like I got it from somewhere too. So being surrounded by that community was so impactful for me because it did start seeping into my thoughts, and I'd be like, wait, did I just think that like on my own? Like, like it really is, when you surround yourself with people that are not tearing themselves down all the time, like it seeps into you too. I'm going to share a challenger story. Sorry, I don't think you can see anything. But there is a girl in my neighborhood who did a couple of my free groups, and just for the longest time told me, no, I don't want to do a challenge group. Like I'm doing free workouts on YouTube. I don't want to spend the money, blah, blah, blah. Well, eventually, she did get a challenge pack, and she's been in my challenge groups ever since. And she has totally rocked it. She's a mom of two. She was not overweight to begin with, but she had a ton of confidence issues. She just was not comfortable in her own skin, didn't really know where to start on workouts, and has been doing BOD for, I don't know, probably 8 months now. And she just is oozing confidence. Like she'll send me pictures of her back and be like, I just can't believe I have back muscles, or like, my husband complimented me, or like said that my legs look good, and like it makes me feel so good about myself, like just those kind of things. She doesn't have this crazy weight loss story. Like sure, she's lost some weight and some inches, but like more so like she is just so confident, and she's been sharing with like her family, her friends. She'll post on Facebook. Her neighbor is now in our challenge group. She won't be a coach, which I can't understand why, but she's sharing about it and talking about it, and it's just totally changed her mindset. And that is like one of the coolest stories to me, because it's changed her lifestyle and the way she views herself. Anybody else want to share like your own personal, or like someone in your challenge group, anything?
Yes, I will.
Go for it.
I don't know if I did it right. So I had actually started, obviously, like a lot of people, as a challenger, and I didn't use too much of the challenge tracker. I kind of just did everything on my own. And I one day just wanted to reach out to my coach and join to be a coach myself. And it almost was like one of those things where I was in the right place and I'm doing the right thing for me at this time. I have definitely in my life have struggled with a lot of depression, anxiety, definitely from after I had my second daughter, and just like a lot of self-love. Whether I've been skinny really my whole life, but just never really comfortable in my own skin. And kind of like what you girls have been saying, as far as it's really not about the weight for me. It's about just being comfortable and knowing that I'm strong enough. And I have never felt that way. And I've worked out, I've ran, I've had all kinds of other programs and that I've not programs, but other workouts that I have done. And I have never felt this way about myself. And just kind of this past weekend, going out on the boat and kind of having a good weekend and a good vacation, just feeling comfortable in a bikini and not really obsessing about my weight, but just that I feel good in myself. So that's definitely something that Beachbody has helped me with, and be a little bit more confident, because I've always lacked that in my life. And I know some people find it like, a little different. But it's definitely something that Beachbody has given me, and I am definitely forever grateful. And I just kind of can't even realize that I'm here now. And it's like, where has this been all my life? It's like been one of those type of things. So it's been amazing, and getting to meet out all the new people. And I'm pretty much 1 month away from, actually this would be my month that if I hit, I will hit Summit, and then I cannot wait to go there and just really get even more inspired and meet all you girls for sure. So that's kind of my story.
I'll go. Can y'all hear me? Okay. So I found Beachbody through Cindy, my coach, who I love her. And it was at a time in my life where we had moved here to Texas. I literally was so lonely. I'd left all my friends. I was commuting 2 hours a day, had gained a lot of weight since the move. And I kind of hated myself. I hated my body. I've always had weight issues my whole entire life. Pretty much done all the diets, all the diet pills, all the things you should just never take and never do, done it all. And had been talking to Sindel about it, and was very skeptical of the whole process, because I was like, look, I've done everything and nothing's worked, or it worked for a little while and then all the weight came back, or all of the above. Anyway, bought a challenge pack, got started, and I really have had amazing results. But the bigger thing for me has been all of the support that came with Beachbody, and the friendships that I've made, and just how my confidence has changed. Like I'm still working on my transformation, obviously, but I'm not scared to share my transformations on Facebook or Instagram anymore, because I know that I have the support from you guys. Like it scares me to death. The first one, literally, I probably puked the day I posted it. And now I'm like, I know that you guys are there to support me and help me through it. And so I think it's making me into the woman that I probably should have been a long time ago. And wasn't, because I was too scared. So, yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody? I mean, you totally don't have to go. This is not a pressure thing. The main point of this call is that I want us to remember that, like, Beachbody has impacted our lives, and you in turn are impacting somebody else's life. So every time that we see a Success Club update, or every time that we're encouraging you to hit Success Club or hit a rank or sign up a new coach, like the ultimate goal is because you're growing a team that's going to help more people than just you can by yourself. We changed, I haven't posted the board yet, but 150 people were impacted by our team last month. There is no way on God's green earth I could have done that by myself. Like, that's what's so cool about building a team. So you think that we want to push you to diamond or emerald for our own personal gain, but I don't care. Like, that's not true. It's not what I'm about, like, it's because the bigger we grow, the more impact that we can have as a team. And, we all are on this team because it impacted our life in some way, shape, or form. And so I want to encourage you guys to really think about that when you're posting, when you're sharing on social media. Think about who you were before you found this and how it's changed you, and share about that. Share about that in little ways, over and over, a little bit different every time, because somebody needs to hear it. You probably heard it 10 times before you decided to give this a try. And so somebody else is going to need to hear it 10 times before they give it a try. Yeah. So anybody else have a story from a challenger, or I know you guys have more challenger stories for sure, or their own personal story they want before we wrap up?
I'll do a challenger story. Okay. Let me take me out. I don't like these. Okay. So I have a girlfriend who I knew in high school, and she was dating this guy for a long time. Terrible relationship. They got engaged, and then he cheats on her with her best friend. Like, oh my gosh. And she's like crushed. Like, she has no confidence. Like, who would? And she was like in the gym all the time, working out 2 hours a day. Like, nothing was happening. And she finally was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And y'all, I'm telling you, within like 2 weeks, because I made her get a PD book, because I was like, if you're going to do this, like, I want you to really do this. So she started reading, I can't remember what book, maybe like You Are a Badass or something, while she did the 80-day obsession. And like all y'all said, like, confidence really is the key to a woman. Like, when you are confident, you can like rule the world. And I am not kidding. This girl makes me feel unconfident because of how confident she is. Like, she will text me daily, kind of like how you said, MK, like, just pictures of her, the smallest little thing on her body that she hated before, and now she's like obsessed with. Like, she's like obsessed with herself, and I love it. Like, it gives me so much joy to just be like, see, like, you had that in you the whole time. And yeah, like, your ex, whatever he is a douchebag. Sorry for anyone, that's a bad word. But like, she saw that she's worth more, and now she's like confident enough to go out and date again and like just love herself. And I think that's the coolest thing. It's not always about weight, like y'all said, not about weight, not about the clothes that's fitting you. It's about like how you feel as a woman and how you present yourself and all that stuff. So, and she's going for a promotion at work because she's worked so much on her personal development that she's like, why not? Like, I deserve this promotion. So she's going for it. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, if no one else wants to share, we will wrap it up. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'll share something. Did I unmute myself right? Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So I just want to share something like on a personal level, not with challengers mostly, because I don't have any yet. Working on it. But how I'm just going to piggyback off of what someone else said earlier about the things that are posted and that are said by your coach stick in your brain. And not only the things that are posted by my coach, but watching all of the women in my challenge group, I'm really easy to get off track. Like, I have ADD hardcore. Like, you ever seen the movie Up with the dog? And oops, sorry, that's my cat. And he goes, squirrel. That's like the story of my life. And any little thing can get me off track and can keep me off track. And that is especially true about my fitness journey. I will find any excuse not to work out. I hate working out. It's still nothing I love. I never said that I pressed play, but let me tell you that like 70% of the time I don't want to do it. 2 weeks ago, my best friend died. And it was pretty unexpected. And I would have totally used that before as an excuse to just give up and lay there and be sad for what I've lost. And instead, not that you would know because I've been really inconsistent in posting, but instead I read everybody's posts in the challenge group that I'm in, and I showed up and pressed play every day. So it's really important. You never know what's going on in other people's lives. I'm pretty private about my life. I have a hard time sharing it. And not only did my challenge group give me the confidence to keep pushing through, but I actually posted a very personal thing about my best friend on Facebook, which I would have never done before. So just like I said, you guys give everybody the confidence to just really be themselves. So thank you. Now I don't know how to mute myself again. Oh, there it is.
Thanks, Mandy. Okay. That's it. That's our team call.